I dyed my hair. I know you can see me, but I posted a few pictures on my story and I don't think anyone noticed. So I feel like something looks different. It's my hair. Ever since TikTok launched and rose in popularity, it's become a very plausible and realistic goal to go viral for so many people. I do think it's pretty easy to go viral. I made a whole video about how easy I think it is, but I also don't want to discredit anyone who may have been trying to go viral for a while and hasn't yet. So maybe it's more fair to say that it's extremely possible to go viral, not necessarily easy for everyone, and we can talk about shadow banning and discrimination that they've definitely been accused of. But in this video, I want to talk about what I thought going viral meant before it happened, why I wanted it to happen, and how I feel about it now that it has happened. I downloaded TikTok to occupy myself at the start of the pandemic, like many of us, but even more so with the intention of promoting my YouTube channel, ironically, and promoting my OnlyFans, double ironically. I think the first time a video I posted hit 1 million views was about 2 weeks into me creating my account, which is insane. It was my types of people to survive in the apocalypse video. It's taken down at this point, but it did really well, and then every following part of that series did really well. It was really fun at first. It was back when TikTok was less saturated and more lighthearted. I think back to when YouTube was fun, you know, like the challenge video days and dumb story time days before it became this dark breeding ground for hate, pretty much. It's why I'm grateful sometimes for my smallish following. I feel like we're far removed from that and we could just have fun. I guess I thought TikTok was different in that it was a place to just shit post and be stupid. This was also before the creator fund, so I wasn't making any money. It was purely creative expression. And it's a weird thing when people start to care about your art, you know? Obviously, that's not the reason why you do it, right? Because in the beginning, no one's looking. I've been making videos for, 3-4 years? If it was about the views, I would have quit a long time ago. But it does kind of add value to the experience, I guess, when people are viewing and asking for more and leaving feedback. It becomes more about everyone, not just about you, which can be equally fulfilling, I think. And it gave me this perspective that I never considered. Oh, I could do this as a job. I could be a real content creator and advance in this field, which was really exciting during a time where working a traditional job wasn't really an option with everyone staying home. And of course, it's so romantic to think that I could have a career being myself and doing what I want to do and being a comedian of my own volition and management. We see these influencers and the way they live, and it's so crazy to think that most of them achieved this just by making videos in their bedrooms in their parents' house, and they kind of did it all by themselves. So I decided to take it more seriously, and I was rewarded by going viral multiple times a week for a few months. Then I had a video get 12 million views in 2 days. What the fuck? It was so dumb. It was a put a finger down video. I became the put a finger down bitch, and quickly I hit 100,000 followers, which was my goal for so long, just because it seems like such a big number. It is, but also it's really not, and it just catapulted me into this really volatile side of the internet that I hadn't been introduced to yet with my smaller following. It's kind of everything you'd expect, but it's so different when you're on the receiving end of it. I've always prided myself on having really thick skin. You know, I've been through a lot in my life, and it generally takes a lot to get to me and bother me. And I guess in the normal, not chronically online sense, I still do. But the internet really humbled me and made me realize how sensitive I actually am. Just picking apart everything I do. Obviously, comments about my looks, but I never really cared about that. It's whatever. More the comments about my character, the decisions I've made, who I am, that really bothered me. Because the strangers that come across you don't know all of the work that you have put into yourself. They don't consider that. You're just a two-dimensional concept of a person to them, and they forget you almost as quickly as they found you. I don't think it's good or healthy for anyone to be constantly available for everyone else to criticize. I can be thankful for the different viewpoints that I would have never seen had I not been exposed to tens of millions of people. I think I've grown a lot from those perspectives, but I've also developed, or I guess you can say uncovered, many insecurities from it. You should be open to criticism, I think, but not from every person in the world. You can't take how everyone feels into consideration. You would like disappear. At that point, it's no longer constructive. I'm like nervous talking about this because I don't want it to seem like I'm stuck up or stuck in my ways or like I don't care about offending people or being wrong. Of course I do. And it's not okay to do or say bad things regardless of whether or not you're under a microscope. But that's the thing. Not everyone is under a microscope, yet we all are flawed and could be perceived in a million different ways if we opened ourselves up to that. And everyone's wrong is different. I wasn't ready to be publicly criticized, but then again, I don't think anyone could be. You just learn how to deal with it when it happens. If I regret posting something, it doesn't matter because it's already been downloaded and reposted a bunch of times. If I get hate on something, I can delete the video, but people would just go to my other videos or go to my other social medias or go to my business email and harass me. Like, it's crazy. And I'm not even a huge creator. I have around 170,000 followers. I can't even imagine how it is for like actual influencers. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I want to know. It sucks. Like, ew. Like, really ew. I've gone private so many times. I've deleted social media and it was so nice. Which is a shame because the whole reason why I started doing this is because I love it so much. The joy was completely sucked out of it. I'm sure there are many people who love the attention, good or bad, but what I failed to consider before I embarked on this journey is my disdain for attention. Unwanted attention, I should say. I failed to consider that I would be a horrible famous person. I would hate every second of it. Not that I think I can be famous and be super successful at it, but that's the thing, like, you don't know how many views what you post is gonna get. You don't know if you're gonna go viral and for what reason, you know what I mean? It's like as soon as you put it out there, just it's like completely taken from your hands. You have no control over what happens after that. I would of course love the recognition for my content. I would love feeling like I'm not screaming into the void or like I'll never amount to anything, but it can't all be rainbows and butterflies. I'm sure the influencers living this insane lifestyle, being rich and famous while also kind of being a normal person, think that it's all worth it, especially those who aren't mentally fragile like me. It's also a conversation surrounding internet culture and how these platforms are essentially a safe space for hateful people. I only see it getting worse. I really don't think social media is good for us in the ways that matter most. So now the question is it possible to cultivate a safe space for myself and for the people who enjoy my content on the internet? Right now, I honestly don't think so, which sucks. I've also been in a really bad headspace lately. If you saw my last video, you could see that plainly. So maybe pessimism has taken the wheel. I wanted to offer my perspective as someone who has gone viral and gotten what I wanted, only to realize that it may not have been the best thing for me, but who knows? Maybe this is all happening for a reason and this video will blow up and I'll get a book deal and I can finally live out my best-selling author living in the countryside dreams. So no, I'm not giving up quite yet. Stick around. And that is all I wrote. Go follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be linked in the description below, and subscribe to make my dad proud. Shout out to my cult members. Ryan, Gabe, Martin Vanderwall, SMG77, and Jim Sawyer. Thank you guys. If you would like to support what I do, it's only $1 a month. I have a podcast that I never upload to. Rarely ever, but on the off chance that I do, if you'd like to support me and get something out of it, you can hire me on Fiverr and I'll edit your video for you. That'll all be in the description. And that's it. Oh, by the way, I just got this. This is funny. My best friend, Olivia Beck, is on vacation for a week, and she gave me this book to occupy me while she's gone. And I know some of y'all have read this, so don't spoil anything, but I will definitely update you when it's over on how I feel about it. I think I'm gonna like it, probably. All right, see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm gonna tell a short story because I like money and I want this video to be 10 minutes. I don't know if you guys know that, but when a video hits 10 minutes, you can put more mid-rolls, like manually put more mid-rolls in the video. Anyway, I wanted to tell a story about, like, before I hit 100K, I think it was around October, because I hit 100K in November, I did a tarot reading, because I was obsessed, it was crazy. I did a tarot reading about, like, my career and about TikTok and stuff, and it literally was like, or maybe it was before October. Anyway, it was like, you're gonna get what you want, but you're gonna hate it, or you're gonna regret it, and you're gonna end up going a different path, which I was so in denial for so long until a few months ago. I was like, wow, that shit was right. I should have listened. Okay, anyway, bye.